Hi, welcome back to the show. Well, this is our corporate corner where we've invited the management of Justdial to speak with us. Now, Justdial has been under pressure for the last couple of days. If you pull up a 1 week or a 1 month chart, you'll realize CNBC has replaced Justdial in their Asia ex-Japan portfolio. They say that the stock has risen 30% since they inducted it in May last year. But not just that, there are some concerns that a lot of brokerages are throwing up, specifically with respect to competition. Ramkumar Krishnamachari, the CFO of the company, joins us in the show now to talk about that. Ramkumar, thank you for joining us. This concern is legitimate, the fact that there's so much aggression and competition coming in from other online search companies that it makes it very difficult to stick in the game without, giving up on margins. What's your own view of how Justdial is combating the competition that you're getting currently?
Sure. If you look at our business, two parts. One is the core search business. On the core search, we virtually have no competition, and that continues to grow at a healthy 25-30%. And we continue our initiative there. The ecosystem is supporting us. But when you come to Search Plus, which we are going to launch in May 1st, second week, we have a shoot this week with a brand ambassador. So on Search Plus, so far Justdial, he's known as a search destination, and we are not yet known as a search and transact destination. So with our launch, people are going to discover that there's going to be an easier, convenient way of doing transaction, and in the process they're going to save money and save time. And it's only a question of discovery from our standpoint. And I would say from a market perspective, it's quite nascent. The whole internet e-commerce space is nascent. There's different business model coming up on many of the things that we are doing on the Search Plus. So we believe that because of the very early stage that we are in, there's going to be space. There's going to be there is obviously this aggression going on in the market as far as the e-commerce is concerned. A lot of money is coming being poured into this segment because of the relative attractiveness and the potential. But our own belief is that we are not going to subsidize buying customer. We believe that the Indian consumers they are going to see value. They're going to we are confident that the connect that we have been able to establish through the search, we will be able to establish with Transact as well. It's only a question of time and discovery, and we are not making much noise at this point of time, but you will see us making a splash from May onwards. People will discover, and that's when the real game starts.
Okay, when is the Search Plus launch slated?
It's slated to be in May. We are quite confident that once we complete the shoot, it's only a matter of weeks before we launch the commercials of our Search Plus product.
How much is the money you've set aside for advertisement? Will it be larger than in previous years? And therefore, if you can give us your trajectory of both revenue growth and EBITDA growth for FY16.
Yeah, so we don't give out guidance, but I can tell you that the advertising spend that is allocated is roughly ballpark 100 crores. That's especially because the expenses relating to launch of this Search Plus. Going forward, it will be 4 to 5% of revenue, which is going to be the normal spend. Our own belief is that obviously this 100 crore is needed for us to sort of educate, help consumers discover the Justdial Search Plus product, and it's going to be in various schemes: television, print, and the evangelist program that we have of connecting directly with the consumers or users. As far as revenue growth is concerned, we maintain that 25-30% growth. We have conviction in the next couple of years.
How many 100 crores is not 4 to 5%? No, it's a substantial percentage. It's a quarter of your revenue.
What I'm saying is 100 crore is for this year. That includes a substantial one-time expense. After this, 16-17 onwards, it will come back to the 4 to 5% of revenue which we normally spend.
So this year it's going to be about 20%, that product alone, of your revenues in terms of
look, it's 100 crore, if you look at FY16, that's not 20%.
Okay.
Less than that, yeah.
Okay, how much? 15%?
You can take a guess. I told you, 25-30% is very good.
Okay.
Okay. How many searches are conducted annually on Justdial's platform, and how would that compare to some of the bigger, online retailers like Flipkart, Snapdeal, etc.?
It's a very unfair comparison at this point of time because we haven't even launched Search Plus. So people don't really know Justdial as a search and transact destination. They know Justdial as a search destination. So we are going to be launching in May, post which you can wait for a couple of quarters and then you can do all sort of comparison. But right now at this point of time for you to sort of compare us to any of the established online players which are into transaction is unfair at this point of time.
Okay, are you, well, since there are so many angel and PE investors now loosening their purse strings at the very mention of digital, any changes to your capital, raising money, anything at all, changes to your capital structure?
No, see, good point about our strategy is the core business continues to generate cash. And we are sitting on the 850 crore of cash. Plus, our Search Plus model is asset and capital light, and it's going to be like that. We are not going to splurge on. You have to remember that a lot of easy money is flowing into the system. There's a lot of money which is going into subsidizing and acquiring, subsidizing consumer transaction and acquiring customers. Our own belief is that you have a great product, which is what we have developed. Once you launch it, have the people discover, people themselves will see the value and then transact. So far we have gone Justdial we haven't spent tons of money in advertising the way we have grown on the search business. It's purely word of mouth based on the service that we offer. And we believe that similar experience consumers are going to have on the Search Plus and also transaction as well. It's only a matter of time. We have conviction and belief that it's a great product. I would suggest that you guys should download and use it for movie ticketing or flight booking or food order, grocery order, buying any of the branded products, etc. You will discover it.
Okay, Ram, good in-film advertising, I must say. Thank you very much for joining us with all those details.
Thank you.
On Justdial.
Pleasure.
Well, we have to take a break on that note, but stay dialed in. There is some relief for FIIs as the government appears that it will allow investors to avail for benefits under the double taxation avoidance.